Wallace Soyinka's poem Telephone Conversation draws upon the unseen picture of humanity where it projects the innate differences between the individual. It uses irony to depict the absurdity of racism. This poem talks about two people on the phone, how the African man is looking for a house, and the British landlady has proposed a considerable price for the same. Just before he makes up his mind to consider the offer, he drops in to mention that he is black. On the other end of the line, there was nothing but silence, which the African man takes it to be an impolite gesture of refusal. However, the silence is soon broken as the landlady starts to speak again, asking him to explain exactly how dark he is. First, the man thinks that he might have misheard the question, but when the landlady repeats, he understands that this is something very important for her to know before she allows him rent to her house. This is something that came out entirely devastating for an African man, and for a moment, he felt disgusted with the question and fancies himself to be a machine like the phone, and that he has been reduced to being a button on the phone. He could also smell the foul from her words, and he sees red everywhere all around. Characterization. The speaker of the poem is subjected to racial discrimination. A dark West African who tells a story of a telephone call he made to a potential landlady when he was searching for a new apartment. Instead of discussing price, location, amenities, and other information significant to the apartment, they discuss his skin color. This line connotes that some wrong had been done, that the speaker was a criminal caught committing his crime. By making him actually seem sorry for his skin color, it shows how ridiculous it really is for someone to apologize for his race. The reflection. These poems serve as a universal message for all of us. There shouldn't have any racism existed. We should not judge others by only looking from their appearance. Instead, we should see and know others fully so as to judge what kind of people they are. Poem Greeting the British Prince is written by Makhai, an early Xhosa author and one of the founding fathers of the South African literature. This poem generally recounts for the visit of the Prince of Wales to the South Africa in 1925. This poem tells about African life when Britain conquered their country. Great Britain introduced the religion which the African believe in, and they enhanced some equipment used in war. But despite the truth that this roaring Britain contributed a lot for the improvement of the nation, many were still behind their back. The Africans were still in darkness throughout their lives. Great Britain is one of the most well-known names in our history. It is written that this country has conquered many nations, either big or small, all over the world. Makhai states the benefits that Africa has gained from the British occupation, but he sets against this the costs that have accrued to native African tribes, that Africans have lost much of their traditional society in adapting to the new world. This stanza shows that though African people were confused on what was happening, still they don't have enough courage to fight, so they just have bowed their heads to the Great Britain. Yes, it is indeed true that this roaring Britain has done many things either good or bad, because it still varies from one nation to the other. The only question that is left unanswered is if the Great Britain is a friend or a foe. The physical state of Kahini Lake, that's the poem all about. It is a majestic place, full of lovely birds peacefully living in the bushes along the lake. The water is still clean and clear, but after some time, everything has changed. It states how the lake became damaged because of human works, lack of discipline, and arrogance. The speaker talks about the beautiful lake turns to black. It states how the lake's beauty little by little fades away. The first half of the poem is a great description of the lake, but the second half of the poem seems to hold more of the speaker's personal view, symbolically speaking. In this stanza, black represents death, so it means the Black River is as equal as polluted water. It seems that the speaker used the lake to symbolize his true message. Water is one of our daily needs, so let's conserve and make it still clean before it's too late. Just like in our lives, we must give importance in everything that we have before it will take it from us.
Drench yourself in words unspoken.